So we are going to discuss about import set in ServiceNow. So what is import set? See, import set is a mechanism. Okay, so this is used to import the data from various external sources into ServiceNow. Okay, so importing data from various external sources into ServiceNow. For that purpose, we use the import set concept. If you observe this picture, okay, so you have the data at another resource, another source, another place. You are using ServiceNow. Okay, so till this part is the ServiceNow. So if you want to load this data into ServiceNow via Excel file or CSV file or XML file, any FTP method or any JDBC connection, okay, so that can be possible via import set. In this import set table, first we can load it. Then from here, we can transform to target table. For example, you want to store your record in your incident table, or we created one table, MTD table. If you want to store it in your MTD table, or you want to store some CI information in the CMDB table, okay, you can transform. If you want to transform to your target table, okay, the data must be available in your import set table. See here, if import here, the river two sides, okay, for example, the river two sides. If you want to cross this river, you need a bridge, okay. So that bridge is nothing but in the service now is a import set table. So that's why we call import set table is nothing but staging table. So here just for crossing purpose only we stay on the bridge, not entire. Okay. So how many minutes it can take, that time only we are stay on the bridge. Once we out, our details are not available on the bridge. Okay. Same in the service now. The staging table also data is available only 7 days. After 7 days, the data is not available on the import set table, but it is available on target table. Available on the target table. Unnecessary, you delete. Okay. So import set table is acting as a staging table. Is nothing but it acts as a bridge to transfer the data from external sources into ServiceNow. So who have the admin and import admin role, they can manage the import sets. Why import set is required? For example, migrating data from external system to ServiceNow. Currently, you are using any legacy tool, your own tool. Okay. If you want to utilize the ServiceNow features for your productivity purpose, then how you can transfer your data? Okay. So there is a concept import set, migrating data from external system into ServiceNow and bulk load. Okay. So I want to create today 1,000 records, user records. So one record for creation. So how much time it will take? Almost 2 minutes. Okay. So for 1,000 records, if you calculate 1,000 into 2,000 minutes, you are continuously if you work. But with help of the import set, that will be done within 5 minutes time. So we can import that Excel file into your target environment. So there also we need to use the import set concept and integrating with external data sources like your customers, they use your portal. Those details, if you want to track it on the service now, you can use integration between your portal and service now. So for these reasons, you need to use import set. If you want to import any data into the staging table, here first we need to load the data. Okay. So on the left navigator under system import set, there is a option load data. So this load data, it creates one staging table. The staging table, from here we can upload. Okay. So in the staging table, import set table, we can load our data. Then, so from staging table to target table, for example, incident table, problem table, whatever any table you want to load it. So if you want to load staging table to target table, in between there is a one layer. That layer is nothing but transform map. So what it do, transform map means it it make the relationship between source table fields, I mean staging table fields and target table fields. Transfer map, it can defining the relationship between staging table and target table. What are the fields, what values we are storing and where we are storing, that relationship we add it on the transform map. So the relationship between import set table and target table, we can define on the transform map. So to map these fields, we can use, there are two mechanisms, automatic mapping and mapping assist. Automatic mapping utility. So what are the fields are available in the source side and the target side, system can identify based on the name, its it name, it can map it. Sometimes that may be correct, sometimes may not be correct, but better to you can mapping assist utility. You can manually map all the fields. So this is the simple drag and drop option. For example, source side, what are the fields are there? You can add it on the field map section. Then target side, just you can add on the same line. So here there is a mechanism. Okay, there is a concept collies. Collies is nothing but there is a field property. Okay, it is used to when we are going inserting a record into the target table, it checks whether already the record is exist or not. If already exist, any field value changes from incoming payload and existing payload. There is no change. Existing data and incoming data both are same. It cannot update. It cannot create duplicate record. Coalesce is a field property. The main intention, the main aim of this property to avoid duplicate creation of the records. Already one record is exist. For example, PAN is the my colleagues. If anyone want to apply, okay, see, on the job portal, like they can take only one application based on the PAN number. Okay. So, or for example, mobile number. So one mobile number or one PAN number, they can apply only one application. Apart from that, they cannot. Why? Because one phone number cannot store multiple details. So the collision property it can do, it avoid the duplicate entries into the target table. Okay. So what happen if some value is updated? In this case, what happen means, for example, first time you loaded one data, okay, short description as the import set. The second time you are updated and again you loaded short description as import set plus transform map. Then what it do? It cannot create a new record. It update. If any field value changes in the existing record and incoming record, then it can update, but not it can create. So it acts as a primary key. Based on that collision property, it checks. So collision we can apply on one field as well as multiple fields also. If no collision, what happen? First time you created, second time you are sending same data or modified data, system treat that is a new record, so it create one more record. If no collision is, then it is created, so it may treat as the duplicate records. To avoid that issue, we need to use the collision property. That collision is simple checkbox. Okay, we can apply collision multiple, so it can check if match is found. If match is found using the collision field, the existing record will be updated with the information being imported. What you are imported, that can be updated. If no match, okay, then it create a new record into the database. So if there is no collision, what is the issue? All the imported rows, the records we treated as new records. So if any existing record is there, even though duplicate records may create it. To avoid this purpose, we need to use collision. So here we can use some script, some server-side script we can use on the transform map. So there are on start, on complete, on before, on after. Okay. So these we can use on start transform script. This will execute along with the transform map whenever it is initiated at that time. This will be run. On complete, this will be execute after completion of my transform map. This will run. On before my transform script, before my transform run, my script will execute. On after my transform map, on after script will execute. So these are the similar to business rules, before after async display. Okay. So these are transform also run depends on the transform map. So here we can get the data via data source also, via Excel also. So if you want to get the data via data source, we need to create the data source. Okay. So this is the source of the incoming data. Okay. So we need to run this data source. How this data source will run means, we need to schedule the data source. We need to call scheduled import script. So this will call the data source. Here may we use some attachment. We may use FTP. We may use JDBC. Okay, based on the type. Okay, so this data source we can call it. For example, we want to load run this data source every 1 hour or maybe daily one time. Based on the requirement, we can call the scheduled data import. This scheduled data import, it call and execute the data source. Once the data source is executed, these details are stored into staging table. Once any data is placed on the staging table, My transform map will activate and transfer the data into the actual target table. So this is about import set and transform map. Okay, I'm going to showcase. Is a very simple one. Okay, so here on my trainee details, I want to load some data. Okay, so we know these are the columns: number, name, priority, state, assigned to. So where I can see import set, I can see under system import. Under system import set, you can see load data, create a transfer map, run transfer map, and data source. Okay, you can load the data into target table via Excel or via attachment. That attachment nothing but data source we can create. So now we'll try with the Excel. So my source is Excel. So I can create one Excel file. Or is yeah here. So mtd import set. Here I have some data. Here have some data. So on my Excel data, based on this, my staging table will create. I no need to create any staging table. System can take it based on the first row. Okay. In the first row, I can add some fields. Okay. So what are the fields are there? Name. Okay. What are the fields we are filling here? I can copy these details. Okay. Name. Okay. I can use the name. Okay. And email. You can define any name, not similar to the target name. You can create any name. So and short description, detailed info. Okay. College, company. Is a reference field company. Then I need to exactly pass that. Okay. Existing company details. Okay. I don't have total experiences. Okay. I can pass experience and skill. So, okay. So these are my fields I am loading. Okay. I want to some unique key here. So zip code. Okay. I am taking zip code is the unique Qualys field. I don't have any PAN number. Okay. So I am taking zip code. Zip code is my Qualys. Oh, give me 1 minute. I need to take one. So I can take zip code is my colleague's purpose. I can use this one. So zip. Okay. So I can fill some details. Okay. So name is tick. Email tick at the rate test.com. Short description. Work. ServiceNow implemented snow experience 35 skill UI builder zip code 012. Okay. And Rahu Orange test.com junior dev ServiceNow college Salesforce something I'm giving. Okay. 05 ITSM 13 Ronnie at the rate test.com junior dev Salesforce Salesforce. We cannot say this company name. This is a reference field, so we cannot this cannot update. Mm, I can okay. To Salesforce code is 13. Okay, and David DD at the rate test.com developer ServiceNow CSM ServiceNow Eco 30 ServiceNow CSM GRC 40. So this is my data. I saved. Now I will go and load into my target table. So I cannot directly here. Okay. There is no exact format, so I cannot. For this, I need to do via imports it. load data. In this my load data, okay, I need to create a table. My table, okay, mtd. Okay, just I created my table name is u underscore mtd. I'm not giving any name, mtd staging. Okay, so here from where I need to fetch the information, file or data source. So as of now, I'm loading details into my staging table via file. So choose file here, mtd import set. Okay, then submit. So your row number, sheet number, head number means from where you want to load it. So I want to load it via first sheet, first row onwards. The first row details are my staging table fields. If I hit the submit, so create, just now we observed created table. Now table is created and processed four records, four are inserted. There is no update, there is no error, there is no empty and ignore. Everything is success. Now we need to map it. We load it. After loading, what we need to do? We need to map. We need to transfer to target table. For transfer purpose, there is a layer transfer map. So here, if you want to create the transfer map, the very first step you can create it here. If you want to create a transfer map here, there is option transfer map, create transfer map. Okay, better you can create here after staging table, create a transfer map. Okay, so you need to give your details. Okay, transfer map name. So you already loaded from the staging table. Staging table name is auto updated. You need to give your target table details. So mtd map, my transfer map name. Okay, this is staging table. Target table, my trainee details. So active run business rule. While any record is going to inserted into target table via transfer map, do you want to run the business rule? This is the true. Copy empty fields. If you want to copy the empty fields, yes, then you can use. Or else discard, remove this one. Create a new record and empty collies fields if you want enable this one, or otherwise leave it. So while running the transfer map, if you want to run the script, any conditional script, just enable this one. You will get the script option. Okay. So as of also, we are not doing any script. Now, here you can see there is a mapping assist. There is a mapping assist. So you want to save it, save. Now you can see mapping assist along with some other options. So once you click the mapping assist, okay, you can able to map the fields from staging table to target table. So I'm not auto selecting, I am doing as a manual. If you want auto select first related link, auto map matching fields, I'm not doing, I am doing as a manual. Okay, you can test it. What happen with the auto mapping assist? Okay, then test it. If I will go, if I click auto mapping matching fields, system can map what are the fields are available in staging table, target table. So field maps is created. These are the exist. You company name, based on this format. If you want other fields, you want to map it, click the mapping assist. Okay. Now you can see left hand side some fields. right hand side some fields. Left hand side staging table, right hand side target table. Between this is the map. I mapped these fields. So short description, company name. I want to map email. Email is there here. We need to check. If email is there, we can map. Otherwise, any one of the field we can store. Email is there. Okay. The names are underscore is there here email. So that's why system cannot map. Then after I want to map experience. So here also we can see experience, total experience. This one I can map. Experience from target table, total experience. Skill. I think here also your skills. Zip code. This is my primary. Okay, here also I can use zip code. There are two are there. Which one we using? Why two? We'll see which one where you are using. Not sure. Okay, I will check zip code. If this is not loading, we can use the other zip code. And college. Okay, college details. I can store it on the college name is there here. We have college. College name. Okay. So company, we created company name. I can remove it. Add company name. Just adjust. Okay. You can check short description, company name, email, experience, total experience, skills, zip code, college name. Any other thing you want to add it? All the fields we added. Detailed info. This I can add in the description. Yeah. Okay. So now I need to save it. Once I map the fields, I need to save. Okay, my transfer map is ready. Okay. If I want to do any script, I need to write the script here. So once transfer map is ready, I need to hit the transform. Already my staging table, these records are loaded. Okay. Now I need to hit the transform. Okay. So this is the set number. So import set the group of records it can store in the one import set. So I can show you. Sys underscore set dot list. This is my import set. Okay, import sets all the imports. What are the details we loaded? We can see here. You see loaded, not transferred. When it can transfer? Once I hit the transform, then only it can transfer. So we can write on the one table, one staging table, we can write multiple target tables also. As of now, we have only one available transfer map. Only this is I am running. Once I hit the transform, see here, this is the I set 10335. Okay, 10335. If I open here, okay. So if you want to see this transform history, how many records are inserted, updated. So runtime 1 second, total 4 records, 4 are inserted. Okay. There is no updated, there is no process, there is no ignore, there is no skipped. All are transferred in the transfer map. You can see there is a target record also there. You can see the target record details. Okay. Now import set rows. These are the import set rows. Import set rows are stored in where? In which target? 117, 118, 119, 120. You can go and check. Now 36. If I refresh, these records are created. David, Rani, Rahu, okay. All the details are updated here. Okay. Correct zip code we use, I think. Yeah. So all the details are updated. You want to see the description. There are two fields are there. eCorp, Salesforce, okay, eCorp. What we give that is also updated. Description is updated. Total experience might be another field skill. Okay, I need to add skill. I can clean my this table fields. Some fields are not filling. Skills is updated correctly. Okay, everything is updated. Okay, so now here I want do one field as the colis. You can see all the details are updated. Okay, now again I'm loading 14th record. Okay, zip code. It will create a new record. Okay, I will go and load it. I can remove all the other details. Only 14th I can send or 12. Okay, same details I'm sending. Okay, so now again what I need to do, I need to go and load the data. Okay, the next time no need to create, just use your existing table. Here our table name is mtd staging. Okay, choose the file, one more file. Okay, just now I modified here. I'm running. Okay, so how many records? 4. Already the place is there. Okay, so I can run the transfer map. Okay, I can run the transfer map. You can see. Okay, there is a one more record is created. See the same details. Okay, import set a drop, treated everything as a new record. Okay, so now if you want to avoid this issue, we need to use police field. Okay, if you use the police field, these records are not come the second time. Whenever any changes are there, it will update. Okay, so I will go and add some fields. to fetch. Okay. David D test. I'm giving some other details. $20. Peter test.com. ServiceNow tester SN SN 7 Scope Dabs 5 Luke test.com. Kirk Kirk Snow ServiceNow 40 35 zip code. Okay, this is the data. So here only one record is exist 12. Okay, so here this can update remaining or insert. I will do before this on my transfer map. Okay, on my transfer map I can add one property. Okay, transfer map. So we create a transfer map MTD map. Here I'm going to modify field property. So zip code is my police. Just I can change to true. Police is added. Police setting changed. After all police fields are configured, use the index police field. Highlighted link to check the new database index is required. Better we use indexed field. Okay. So this is the we have less data temporary purpose. I enable zip code is the my police. Okay. So I will go and load data here. And also I can show you one script. So on before or on after, okay, after this record is created, I want to do some logic. Okay, I want to update some record, or I want to create a child record, or before I want to do some other values. Yes. So uh, here target dot target or source are the indicating parameters indicating target table as well as source table. In the target table, one of the field, okay, course. The course is what type of field? Percentage. Okay, I want to add the script on before percentage equal to 75.8. I want to update this information on before I want to update. Okay, via script I want to update. If I want to update any other value via source, what is source is sending? Yes, source dot that value we need to use. Conditional based. If you want to do any conditional based, yes, in this case we need to do this condition. Okay, target dot update. Okay, one script we written, simple script. I will load data second time. Already my table selected existing table mtd tran import set submit. Okay, run transform. This is my transform map. I'm running. Once transform, you can see history. 4, 3 are inserted, 1 is skipped. Okay, you go and check why skipped means probably 2 entries are available that record. Okay, so zip codes there are 2 entries. That's why my record is not inserted. Okay, that's why my record is not inserted. I will go and modify here. Okay, first I can delete one of the record from here. If 2 records are there with the same zip code, where it can update, system also don't know. Okay, the duplicates I am removing here. Okay, now you can see all the zip codes are identical. Okay, unique values, there is no duplicate. Okay, 35 5. Okay, 20 12 14 13. I will update something here. T university test senior arc, something I updated. Okay, again I load it. To load data, existing source, my file I selected, submitted, run the transform map. No need to create, already my transform is exist. I need to hit the transform button. Once these records are processed to target table, now you can see history. 4 are the records, nothing is inserted. 4 records are updated, no skipped. Okay, you can go and check in that here. All the records are updated. The short description test, university test, senior arc, these all are updated and percentage is also updated. So this is the way we can use import set and transform map. Okay. Explore here, create one transform map to your target table and load it via Excel file and check whether it is allowing duplicate or not. If it is allowing duplicate, create one collision field.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.